Hello, peace and baby blessings to you. This is Samsarah Morgan, Executive Director of the Oakland Better Birth Foundation, NIA's Healing Center for Birth and Family Life, for Shift for Circle, Community Doula Program, the Better Birth Association of Harlem. I am coming to you on this beautiful sunny Sunday to announce a new program that we're starting and offering. This is the Distinguished Doula Program. The Distinguished Doula Program is being set in place to assist doulas who have been in their communities working as doulas and serving their communities for 5 years or more. What we're noticing is a trend on the part of hospitals to only allow certified or formally trained doulas into the hospital setting. So we shake our head at this. I myself am a doula that's almost 41 years in practice, and I have been officially certified a very small amount of that time. I dare say the bulk of my experience as a doula comes from working with the community and serving the community directly and finding out what they need and making sure they got what their needs and that their needs were met, and all on various different levels. And yes, definitely I've taken classes along the way, and I've done lots of reading, and there's lots of definitely like on-the-job experiential training that I have received just by being in the birth world. But as far as like sitting in a class, firstly, I found quite a few classes to just really not be sufficient to meet the needs of the population in which I was serving and that I wanted to serve even more deeply, and that was the needs of African American moms and birthing people. It was just not even touching the surface of what I had seen happening in hospitals and the skills that I needed to be able to address and help give better outcomes to my specific community. Poor folks, people of color are not being served by most traditional doula trainings. It took a long time for me to find one that even began to come close to the services that I was already offering, and I had begun to train other doulas in. I'd been taking in apprentice doulas and training them up for a long time. It was only because I wished very much to be a certified trainer for SMC Consulting for Shafia Monroe's wonderful organization, and I wanted to be able to train and certify SMC full circle birth companion doulas, that I went through her certification process and accepted certification actually back when SMC was ICTC, the International Center for Traditional Childbearing, and in maintaining my certification through SMC now and doing trainings with that organization. I do still offer my own community doula training. And we can talk about that. But what I want to talk about right now is Distinguished Doula. Distinguished Doula is available for any doula who's been certified, who's been out in the world serving clients, serving in births, be they being paid for it or not being paid for it, for at least 5 years. I am not going to go into all of the various details of that training. I'm going to post a Google Doc that has all the requirements and training. One of the things that I wanted to do was to have this be a rigorous training, like it had to mean something. And it has to be a way for our folks to be able to document the work that they've been doing in such a way to satisfy this new silliness, and so that you'd be able to get into the hospitals and to take care of your family. Really, in the wide world of sports, a doula is any person who is there, whose point and purpose of being there is to support the birthing person in the hospital setting. Anyone can be a doula. Anyone should be able to be a doula. Traditionally it was women, but doulas can be men too. So the further colonialization and compartmentalization of my profession is something that I really have tried to fight about for the majority of my career, and I'm seeing it happening and I don't like it. And in the meantime, there has to be some way for folks to be able to get into the hospitals legitimately, completely legitimately, and serve their community. So that's what this program is for. It is a rigorous program. It requires reading. It requires a final exam. It requires letters of recommendations from your previous clients, which will be, those people will be contacted. It requires you to give me a bio on you. What have you been doing? Where have you been doing it? And ways that we can just kind of oversee that. It would document for you, to assist you in documenting the work that you have done, the breadth of your knowledge about birth and postpartum issues and supporting clients, and then be able to provide you with a certification that says that as far as this program is concerned, you have met all the requirements for certifications. It is a self-paced program. Someone could sit down and knock it out in a weekend, especially someone who's already out in the community and has already been serving clients and seeing clients. You could knock it out pretty quickly. And if you need to take a little longer, you can take a little longer. You get lots of mentorship by me, access to me via Facebook, via phone, via text, and supporting you through it. The goal is that have the program have meaning, like we're not just selling certifications. The program has to have meaning, and the program, more importantly, is there to assist the doula in verifying their work in the world. It does not matter if you've been supporting people and not being paid for it. That's great. That's fine. If you're a doula who can afford to do that, if you're in a circumstance or community where you're receiving that level of support where you can do that, excellent. All you need is five clients who will write a recommendation for you, share a birth story, share their experience of working with you. Okay? There's more information that's going to be necessary, and it's going to be posted in the Google Doc that will follow around with this video. Please feel free to be in touch with me at Oakland Better Birth Foundation, www.oaklandbetterbirthfoundation.com. Our email is oaklandbetterbirthfoundation@gmail.com. The phone number is 510-827-9160. Get in touch, ask your questions, text your questions, email your questions. I'll be happy to get back in touch with you. There is a fee. If the fee is problematic, talk to me about that. I am committed to working with people who are seriously going to do this program and who seriously need the support, especially folks serving low-income communities and communities of color and indigenous communities. Absolutely committed to that. So, I hope that folks find the program helpful. I would appreciate your feedback on it, and be in touch. Have a great day. Enjoy the sunshine. Get your little exercise on. Try to stay centered and at peace as much as you can. In this world that's constantly kind of driving us out of our center, let's take a nice woo-saw. Come back to center. We'll all get through this, and I'm happy to offer a tool that might be of help to some of you. Okay? Have a beautiful day. Peace and baby blessings.